You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
All righty, we are live at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night here at Dan Barnett Field. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears in this second week of Motherlode League action. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, and Carter Brashear up here. Frank?
Yeah, well, we're into the second week of Motherlode League action. Look around the league. Sonora, who started out with a win last week against Argonaut, they could go with a 5-1 record, 1-0 in league. They have a bye this week. Summerville also comes in at 5-1, 1-0 in league after beating Calaveras last week. They're here tonight facing the Argonaut Mustangs. Amador, 4-2. They're playing their first league game tonight over at Calaveras. I expect Amador to win that game. Calaveras has kind of been like Argonaut. They've had a difficult time putting points on the board all year long, and I expect Calaveras or Amador to win that game. Calaveras 2-5, 0-1 in league. Argonaut comes in tonight 1-5, 0-1 last week, and their biggest challenge they have is they're only averaging 8 points a game, Joey.
Right.
And obviously, when you look at the Summerville team, who is averaging 42 points a game, on paper, that looks like a big mismatch.
No, definitely it is, and they've had some trouble this this whole season for the Mustangs, just trying to generate offensive play. I mean, that's really been, they've had a few big slash plays, some big big runs, but for the most part, they've been pretty silent on the offensive side of the ball.
One of the things I've been talking about, and I talk about it every week, I believe one of the keys to success for these Argonaut Mustangs is they need to get Todden involved early.
Right.
I watched some tape from last week's game, and they got him involved. He's a hard cover, and it's an easy pitch and catch. I really think they can use him in a lot more ways than they have taken advantage of his talent. He's big, he's 6'4", he's 220, and I really believe they need to use him to stretch that defense a little bit to give them a better opportunity with their running lanes, and I think Todden could be a big part of that.
No, I think so too, Frank, and especially too, Todden's one of those basketball players, playing that tight end position. He's big, he's got nice, big, soft hands. He can catch the ball. He's good under the pressure too. When he's in that coverage, he already is a tough coverage, going against those corners and safeties that are nowhere near his size. But really just getting him the ball and letting him work in space, that's where it's going to be.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a big key for Argonaut Mustangs tonight. Summerville comes in. Summerville had a great season last year.
Yeah.
But if you looked at that team, they were young except for they had a very strong senior offensive line. They were big, and they pushed the pile.
Right.
They don't have that this year. However, they still return some of their key offensive position players. Leveros, the quarterback, has just had a great year. He's only a sophomore. Mm-hmm. His dad's the head coach. He's had a great year. Tristan Barajas, who is a senior wide receiver, very fast. He can rush the ball. He can catch the ball. Had a big game last week against Calaveras. And also Austin Hills, junior wide receiver. Those are going to be the offensive possession or the offensive targets tonight for the Summerville Bears, and they face off in this week 2 of the Motherlode League.
I think it's going to be a big week for both teams. Especially this week is the second week of Motherlode League play. This is when everything counts, right, Frank? This is going for that Motherlode League title. Of course, got to go through Sonora, but another big game here.
Yeah, and really the game of the year, if you look forward, it's going to be last week. It's going to be Sonora against Summerville. I expect both those teams to come in undefeated in league, and that game will definitely be for the championship. I mean, if I had to call it today, I would certainly say Sonora has the advantage in that one. We certainly want to shout out our seniors tonight on senior night for the Mustangs. Robert Prather, number 2. Trevin Pedersen, number 5. Jonathan Martinez, number 9. Dagan Tillery, number 11. Clinton Fage, number 12. Trevor Stevens, number 18. Edward Quayle, 24. Jake Todden, who we've talked about, number 44. He's a senior. Diego Lopez Cruz, 52, along with number 58, Logan Sharon. 62, Gage Wise. Caleb Wilson, number 64. Zadok Epperson, 71. Zoom Wilson, number 74.
King Zoom
homecoming king last week. Dylan Bennett, 75. Charlie Neely, 77. Cody Lockwood, 78. And Brady Blake, number 81. The captains are out on the field for Argonaut. Number 2, Robert Prather. Number 10, Seth Mitchell. Number 16, Henry Padilla, along with big number 75, Dylan Bennett. For the Mustangs, they're out there for the coin toss. Out for Summerville is number 1, Tristan Barajas. Number 53, Jordan Wynn.
Number 2?
Number 2, that is Austin Hike. Senior we talked about, and I am 70-something.
Yeah, I was going to say, I see him right behind Dylan Bennett right there.
Yeah, I can't quite see him. So they're out for the coin toss here tonight. We're about a little over a minute away from kickoff of week number 2 for Mother Lode League football. The coin is in the air. They're showing it to Argonaut. That usually indicates that Argonaut has won the toss. Let's see. They have. Argonaut has won the toss, and they are going to defer. So they will defer to the second half. So Argonaut will be kicking off to the Summerville Bears to get this one started. Of course, I want to shout out the biggest number 1 fan, Argonaut Mustangs, high school athletics football fan, my buddy Fred Oneto, who I know is tuned in tonight. Went over and saw him yesterday, he and Vera. And I know they're ready for Argonaut Mustang football action tonight. We're just about ready for kickoff. We're going to send it back to the studios, word from our sponsor, and we'll be back week 2, Mother Lode League action, right after this.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane in Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com. Remember when going for a walk around the block was easy and pain-free? Future you is ready to feel like that again. Mark Twain Medical Center's orthopedic experts are with you throughout the process, from first consultation to your last physical therapy session, so you can get back to living without joint pain, and future you can wander far and wide. Visit marktwainmedicalcenter.org/orthopedics. Mark Twain Medical Center. Hello, human kindness. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
Alrighty, we are back here after the national anthem live at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night here. The Argonaut Mustangs against the Summerville Bears. Frank, we've got your TV back for you. I know you got to be excited for that, right?
I love it. I love having my TV here.
Now, a little thing I didn't mention at the beginning of this, the Argonaut Mustangs do have 5 new players up on the varsity squad. 5 guys were pulled up from the JV squad, sophomores up here now on varsity.
Yeah, that made you a little short-handed down there. A little last switch happened on Wednesday.
Hey, all good.
But
all part of the game, right?
All part of the game. Of course, we want to thank our sponsors, our pregame sponsor, Camps Propane, our game sponsors, Big Valley Ford, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Son Construction, Glass Doctor, Tobin Associates. Matter of fact, Jackson Tire, they're going to receive the Amador Chamber of Commerce 2023 Business Persons of the Year award tomorrow night. Congratulations to Phil and Wendy Bavaro. Our halftime sponsor is Conifer Communications, postgame sponsor Mark Twain Medical Center. Our call of the game, Mel and Faze in the BG Lounge. Our player of the game, John Badus, and our scoring update from the Mountain Merchants. We're getting ready to kick this one off. Week 2 of Mother Lode League action, Dan Barnett Field. The Argonaut Mustangs faces the Summerville Bears.
Looks like back deep is that a number 2? I see, and number 1.
Austin Hike and Tristan Barajas. And now there's a whistle on the field right before they get ready to kick it off. set up to kick for the Mustangs.
Looks like they've got the wrong time on the scoreboard. There we go. 12 minutes set.
Now we got it set. Is that Prather that's kicking off?
Jonathan Martinez, number 9, senior.
Number 9, Martinez. He is a senior. All right, Martinez. The ball, the kick is off. It's a low line drive, short, fielded about the 20-yard line, fumbled, picked up back at the 18. Looking to get some room, not going on. Right there, gets up to the 22-yard line and driven down hard by a host of Mustangs. So nice job on the kick team by Argonaut, where Summerville will start at first possession at the 22-yard line, and that's how this one gets started.
Good coverage by the Mustangs there. 2 of the sophomores that are up now, number 28, Travis Herrera, and number 3, Levi Fage.
Actually in the starting lineup?
Yep, in the starting lineup. They're on the starting kickoff team.
All right, here we go. Summerville comes up to the line of scrimmage. Leveros, the quarterback, number 3. One receiver to the right, lone back to Leveros right. Motion comes from the left side. Leveros pitches, trying to get around to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he gets across the 30 to the 40. Finally knocked out of bounds after he crossed the 46-yard line. That was number 1, Tristan Barajas. Big gain on the play for Summerville on the first play from scrimmage.
And right there is that pitch sweep play, and we saw that at both levels on film. They're going to be sending a guy into motion. They have that fullback pull out as his lead block, and instead of a toss like a rugby style, they just kind of boom. It's like a shovel kind of.
It's a push.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of a push. I was watching that in the JV game. It's not like a pitch underhand, like they push it from the chest.
Exactly.
Motion comes from the right side. Leverus pitches this side to the left.
Ooh.
Oh, what a great block on that left side as Hike gets around the corner. Big gain on the play. There was just, you didn't need a lot of syrup for that pancake.
Oh,
holy mackerel.
You know, and that's something that's going to be a tough thing for the Mustangs this entire game, is really trying to cover that outside sweep. You know, they've got that they've got 3 down linemen, or 2, now down linemen.
God, I would love to see that
DNs
back and see who made that crack block. But that was a pancake. Moves the ball all the way up, another first down at the 32-yard line. 2 big gains in the first 2 plays. Leverus pitches again to the right side to number 4. He's got room and he's got a blocker out in front. Gets to the 15, knocked out of bounds.
Oh, ball's
on the ground. They're going to call it a fumble, and Argonaut recovers.
Ooh, that is costly, Frank.
That was Lopez. They've run the same play, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Lopez lost it right before he got out of bounds, recovered by the Mustangs. That was number 11, Dagan Tillery, and they're going to give the fumble to the Mustangs. Summerville was rolling for sure going into the end zone, and the Mustangs recover, and they are going to have it at their own 8-yard line after the fumble. Big break for the Mustangs. Straight ahead handoff gets across the 10-yard line. Gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 8. That was Prather on the carry for the Mustangs.
Nice little carry over there. A little off-tackle play, just kind of trying to push that D-end out. Good fill by the linebacker there for the stop.
Wow, what a great fumble recovery for the Mustangs as Summerville was just moving the football on 3 straight plays, big chunks each play. Mitchell's going to keep it himself this time. Gets to the 15. He's brought down, let's see where they spotted, about the 17-yard line. It's going to be about 4 yards short. It'll be third down and 4 for Argonaut.
And something that happens there for the Mustangs is, you know, they get initial hand on that first level, but they go up to the second level just a little too fast. Their blocks need to be more patient to give him some time to run the ball.
Boy, number 99, Hunter Anderson, the defensive end on this side, he's a pretty stout boy. He's listed at 6'2", 120. He looks bigger than that. Mitchell kept it himself again.
Counter.
20-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down. That'll move the chains. So first down for the Mustangs. Digging themselves out of the shadow of their own goalposts after the fumble recovery. That'll put it up the 20-yard line, first and 10. Fresh set of downs for the Mustangs as they break the huddle. Number 24, Edward Quayle in the backfield. Handoff this time up to the 25-yard line.
That
was
Eddie
number
Quayle.
16, I believe.
Yeah.
Henry Padilla?
Yeah, Henry Padilla, yeah. Let's say that is Eddie Quayle back there.
Eddie Quayle
Right
was
on,
in the
yeah.
backfield.
Senior Eddie Quayle right there playing that 3-back position.
So the ball sits at the 25-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Mustangs. Senior getting some time.
Oh, yeah.
He's in there again, number 24, Edward Quayle. Motion comes from the right side. They're going to give it to him. Trying to get around, looking for a
split the
block,
block.
and just absolutely nothing going on there. Nice job by the defense holding their position. No gain on the play.
Again, got to do a better job on holding on to those blocks. Just can't run past those guys. Got to make sure you find the pressure and fight it.
Loss of a couple on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs. Early here in the first quarter, no score on the scoreboard. 8:43 left to go here in the quarter. Senior night here at Dan Barnett Field.
Yeah.
Mitchell in the shotgun. Quayle, the lone back beside him. Mitchell wants to throw. He's getting pressure from the right side, being chased. He's rolling to his right. He keeps it himself, gets across the 30-yard line. I think he's going to be just short of the 1st down.
Oh.
It'll set up a 4th down and 1.
Nope, they're giving it to him.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Wow.
They've had some generous spots, I will say.
Well, that
throughout
was
these last
definitely
couple
what I
games.
would call a generous spot. But that'll be enough to move the chains and give the Mustangs a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 for Argonaut. They started this drive on their own 8-yard line. Motion comes to the right side. They're going to give it to him. Bounces off a block, falls forward. That's Trevin Pedersen.
Another senior out here.
Or Peterson.
Pedersen.
I never know. I think I've told this story
Yeah.
before. I had
Stu, right?
Stu that played with me in college. We called him Pedersen. His son, who plays for the Giants, they call him Peterson. So spelled the same way. So I'm never quite sure if it's Peterson or Pedersen. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. Nice gain on the play. He breaks a tackle, gets across the 50, tripped up, falls down forward to about the 40-yard line in Summerville territory. Nice run by Mitchell. Goes right off the right side.
Just followed his blocks, was patient.
Look at that
all the way
hole.
through. Boom. Good job following, directing his blocks.
He went right behind Quayle. Had a big hole open by the line. Quayle was in front of him. Got a kick out and big gain on the play.
Ooh.
Straight ahead handoff. Nothing going on there as he stopped by big number 73. That's Reese Wynn for Summerville. They're going to give him maybe one, call it 2nd down and 9. Not now. They're going to back it to the 40. So no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Mustangs.
Padilla on the carry right there. A junior for the Argonaut Mustangs.
Tillery spread out left. Motion, they're going to give it to number 2 up the middle. Bulls his way forward across the 35-yard line to the 34. That was Robert Prather. Argonaut's got a little momentum here on this drive.
Playing a little angry, Frank. That's the way. That was the mentality this week. Just play a little angry. You know, they've been getting a little soft on certain parts of it, but you know what? If you play a little more angry, good things happen.
Nice, steady, time-consuming drive right here. Again, they started at the 8-yard line. They're all the way up to the Summerville 34. 3rd down and 4 for the Mustangs. Tight formation.
Ooh, bobble snap.
Oh, bobbled snap. Mitchell keeps it, though, and he's got the 1st down. Runs hard across the 30-yard line up to about the 28. Another 1st down for the Mustangs. And they're going to spot it at the 29, but I got to tell you, this is the most impressive drive I've seen from the Mustangs all year long.
They did a really good job turning something out of nothing right there. Just grabbing the ball, staying patient, again, following those blocks up the hole. Good gain by Mitchell right there.
They've had some trouble with that snap all year long that could have been disastrous. Mitchell was able to pull it down and make positive yards in the play. Straight ahead handoff. Another big gain up to the 21-yard line. That was number 24, Quayle again. The senior, Eddie Quayle,
Attaboy,
putting
Eddie.
his mark onto this game up to the 22-yard line. It'll set up a 2nd down and 3 for the Mustangs.
There's some steam here, Frank. I don't want to jinx it, but there's some steam.
Well, they've got that Summerville defense right now on their heels a little bit. We talked about earlier, they have not given up a whole bunch of points so far this year. Prather goes into motion. Another high snap. Mitchell's going to hand off. There's room to run. He cuts it to the left side, to the 10, to the 5, into the end zone. Touchdown! Mustang! Henry Padilla.
Just a great counterplay there, follows his block, a huge hole, cuts to the outside, breaks a tackle even. Huge touchdown for Henry Padilla right there, putting the Mustangs on the board.
We're going to make that our Mellon Phase BG Lounge call of the game. Henry Padilla takes it in from 22 yards out. The extra point, the kick is up, and it is good. And at 4:46, look at the scoreboard. The Mustangs have the lead, 7-0. We'll be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back live at Dan Barnett Field for senior night here. The Argonaut Mustangs against the Summerville Bears. The Mustangs just scored, putting this game 7-0. Frank?
What an impressive drive by the Mustangs there. They went 92 yards after Summerville came down in 4 plays, took it all the way down to the 8-yard line where they fumbled. Argonaut recovered. Argonaut marches down the field and scores the touchdown to take a 7-0 lead. Kick drives them back. They're going to do a little reverse all the way inside the 10-yard line. They get out to the 20, met right there by number 16, Henry Padilla, who just scored the touchdown. And Summerville is going to have it starting at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10.
Now that reverse is something that we've seen from Summerville in the past. They like to run those deep men back and forth. They'll do the fake. They'll end up running the reverse, but a good job staying home for the Mustangs.
Well, that wasn't a good time to run the reverse. The reverse you want to get when your receiver catches the ball forward, reverses. He had to back up, and by the time they hit the reverse, they were all the way back to the 10-yard line. Pitch to the outside, the same play we've seen. Argonaut's done a good job covering that up. Now, nice job by the running back for Summerville. That was number 1, Tristan Barajas. He made something out of nothing there. He was stopped for a big loss and managed to make positive yards on the play up to the 29-yard line. So a gain of about 4. Good hard running by Barajas.
And a quick Mount Merchant scoring update. 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Amador scores on 2 plays. 7-7 over at Frank Meyer Field.
7-7. Calavera scored early. Motion comes from the right side. Straight ahead handoff. Gets across the 30. 35-yard line to the 36. That'll be enough to move the chains. First down for Summerville. That was number 5, I believe, for the Bears. Was that Riley Nevis,
I'm going to say, yeah. Also, shout out, hey, Bart Gilman's listening in right now from Maui.
Yeah, Sugar Beach. All right, 1st and 10 for Summerville. Leveros in the shotgun. They're going to give it to number 2 straight ahead. Breaks a couple tackles, get to the 40-yard line. That's where he'll be stopped. Gain of about 4 on the play. That was Austin Hike. We talked about Hike in the pregame. Hike had a big game last week along with Leveros and Barajas in the big win over Calaveras.
Good job of the Mustang defense swallowing that up. Todden came a little hot off the edge there. If he would have stayed down, maybe squeezed a little bit, might have stopped him in the backfield.
2nd down and 7 for the Bears. One receiver split wide to the right. Motion comes from the left side. Leveros. Oh, halfback pass, and he is wide open. He catches it at the 40. Oh, and he was tackled just by his heels to brought him down. That was a sure touchdown. Wide open halfback pass to number 16. That was Brody Peters. and the corner just bit so hard. They've been running that sweep so hard, everybody's coming up hard, and the back, that was number 2, Austin Hike, threw it to a wide open Brody Peters, and he just got chased down and tackled on his heels because that was nothing but green grass in front of him. 1st and 10 for Summerville.
He came up like he was going to block, and then boom, split off.
Leveros inside pitch. Oh, nice job on the defense right there. That was number 44. That was Todden.
Charlie Neely in on that one, too. Mean little one right there. They do that shovel. It's kind of a little pitch up the middle where they'll split the guy off. He'll motion back over, and then just underneath they try to get him in almost a little, like a screen kind of, but it's that shovel pass underneath. Good job sniffing it out by the Mustang defense.
I see the big right tackle for Summerville. I do not have a 79 on my roster, but he is a wide body. Motion Hike. He's going to get the pitch. Cuts it inside, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, still on his feet, busted to the end zone, gets inside the 5-yard line. He's brought down at about the 3. What a big run by Austin Hike, breaking tackles all the way through. Watch this on the replay. Nice kick-out block right there, cuts it inside, splits the 2 defenders, breaks a tackle there, spun around on his feet to the 10, inside the 5. Finally knocked out of bounds by number 11 for the Mustangs. That is Dagan Tillery, but it'll set up a 1st and goal for the Bears. Hike's going to get it again. He cuts it inside. He's going to be tackled just about the 5-yard line. That was number 7. That was number 7. Whoop, Charlie Neely along with Todden. Ball's right at the 5-yard line. It'd be 2nd and goal from there for the Bears.
Ooh, yeah, 79 is a big boy.
That's wide.
That's a big boy.
That's bus wide. I do not have him on the roster, though. 2nd and goal for Summerville. Hike goes into motion. Leveros going to keep it himself, and just a great job. Tyden just stayed home. Todd tackling him, looks like a loss of 1 on the play. Hike's hitting himself in the head like he missed that block. He'll set up a 3rd down and goal. The Mustangs showing a little defense right here. There's a timeout by Summerville. 10:49 left to go here in the first quarter. Argonaut leading us 7-0. We'll be back. More Motherlode League first quarter action right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field for senior night here. The Argonaut Mustangs take on the Summerville Bears. Frank Halverson, Joey Geedy, and Carter Brashear up here. Frank?
49 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. Summerville with the ball, 3rd and goal.
Interesting formation.
At the 6-yard line. Man, they are spread out everywhere. They get their line all the way to the left. Now they're shifting back. I'm not sure what advantage that gained them, but Leveros has got it rolling to his right. He's going to keep it, tucks it down, puts his head down. He's going to be knocked out of bounds short of the goal line.
Calling the touch. They're holding up 2
Oh,
arms.
no, they say he got it in. Touchdown. So Leveros with a 6-yard touchdown to bring this game 7-6, awaiting the extra point. It looked to me from here that he was stopped short. Let's see where the hit is, and he must have reached the ball right across the goal line. Looks like he did get into the corner there. 6-yard touchdown by Leveros. Awaiting the extra point. The snap, the kick is up, and it is good. 40 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. We're all tied up at 7s. We'll be back right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at JacksonTire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCRadio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field for senior night here. The Argonaut Mustangs against the Summerville Bears. Joey Giddy, Frank Alverson, Carter Brashear. Frank?
You know, those were two very impressive drives by both teams there. Argonaut went on a 92-yard drive to score the touchdown to take a 7-0 lead. Summerville answers back with a 75-yard drive, capped off by a 6-yard touchdown by Leveros to tie this one up at 7 with 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
23 to set to kick. Bryson Benitez.
Low line drive, fumbled inside the 10-yard line, picked up to the 15 and tackled immediately inside the 20. That was Padilla on the return.
He just got smacked by number 30 there. I don't have a number 30 on my roster here, but just absolutely smacked as soon as he got it.
All right, they're going to place it at the 19-yard line, it looks like. That's where Argonaut will have it, 1st and 10. Their second possession of the game with 35 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Mitchell in the shotgun. Quayle, the lone back behind him. 16, Henry Padilla got it to the 20, maybe a gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. That looks like that'll do it for the quarter. 20 seconds left unless they try to hurry to get one off.
Looks like they're stacking the box against him now. They didn't for that first drive. Kind of left some guys on the outside, but
looks like they're going to try to get a playoff here in the quarter. Mitchell in the shotgun. Quayle, the lone back behind him. Into motion, handoff inside, gains a couple on the play. That was Prather. That'll do it for the quarter as the clock runs out. Look at the scoreboard after 1. We're all tied up. Argonaut Mustangs 7, Summerville Bears 7. We'll be back. Second quarter action right after this.
The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction. State license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCRadio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. We're tied up at 7 right now. Frank Alverson, Joey Giddy, Carter Brashear's up here with us today. Frank?
Carter the man. He's here with us each week. He's here manning the camera tonight. So the Mustangs are going to take over at the 23-yard line to start this second quarter. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs.
I do have a quick Mountain Merchant scoring update. Touchdown Amador, 14-7 against Calaveras with 26 seconds left in the first quarter.
Did we have any information on how Calaveras scored that touchdown? That was really surprising to me that they scored so quickly. All right, 3rd down and 6. Padilla goes into motion. They're going to give it to him, trying to get around the left side. He cuts it up, and he's tackled almost immediately by number 5 from Summerville. That is Riley Nevis. That'll set up a 4th down, and Argonaut's going to be forced to punt deep in their own territory. Summerville should get good field position after the punt.
They just had good defensive flow on that. They knew exactly where he wanted to go. That linebacker kind of spit right underneath and just got him.
I want to see him loosen this up a little bit. I want to see Todd involved. I want to see a couple easy pitch and catches.
3 of those new sophomores right there in the backfield for the Mustangs.
All right, 4th down, back in punt formation for Argonaut. Good snap. Kick is off. It's a low end-over-end kick. Fielded at about the 44-yard line. Breaks outside. Oh, it looked like a face mask. They didn't call it. I didn't see a penalty. He cuts it back to the right. He's got room to run. He's across the 50 to the 40. Across the 35 where he's brought down. Great return by Barajas. it almost looked like there was a face mask. He was trying to come across his left side, reversed his field all the way back to the right, and he had room to run. He had a nice block from number 73 and finally brought down at the 35-yard line. That was number 62 for the Mustangs, Gage Wise. 1st and 10 at the Argonaut 35-yard line. So good field position for the Bears. Straight ahead handoff, gets across the 30-yard line, still pushing the pile forward. Gain of about 8 on the play to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Good strong push from the right side of the line for the Bears.
And as a backs coach, that's kind of exactly what you want to see from your fullback. You want him to follow those blocks, be patient up the hole, and find those hard yards.
2nd down and 2 for Summerville. Ball sits at the 27-yard line.
Michael Amato checking in for the Mustangs.
After a great return for Summerville to give him good field position. Leveros, number 1, goes into motion, straight ahead handoff. Gets the 1st down as he stopped after a gain of about 4. They're going to spot it at the 24-yard line, but that's enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs for the Bears, 1st and 10. Early here in the second quarter, all tied up at 7s. Leveros in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself. Gets hit, still on his feet, falls forward to about the 22-yard line. Gain him a couple on the play. He'll set up 3rd down and long.
Like Gage Wise on the bottom of that pile.
Maybe it's just 2nd down. The yard marker on the other side had 2nd down the last play. He's not changing it, so they just hadn't changed it when they moved the chains there. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 for Summerville. 2 receivers split to the left this time. Wants to throw, complete. Tackled immediately. That was number 16, Henry Padilla. A loss on the play.
Now what we see on that is if they don't step off their DNs, and they do this at both levels, if they don't step the DN off to split the difference, they will hit that bubble on that twins formation. So they must have seen exactly what they wanted to, but great coverage by Padilla there, just coming up and making that tackle.
That'll set up a 3rd down and 9 for Summerville. The ball's sitting right now at the 23-yard line. Need to get just inside the 15 for the 1st down. So 3rd down, Leveros. Motion comes from the left side. Leveros wants to throw. He slips, and he's tackled, sacked for a big loss on the play. That was number 72, Barrett Hulgus.
62 right there.
62, excuse me, Gage Wise. He slipped, Leveros slipped, and there was pressure from 2 different Argonaut players.
62
and 75 came in there for Argonaut. That was Gage Wise and Dylan Bennett. That'll set up a 4th down, and Summerville
punt formation
at the 34-yard line. I'm a little bit surprised at this. There's not a whole lot of gain here, but they're going to go back into punting formation. It is 4th and very long. Leverus fumbles the snap, then he kicks it, and that's going to hit at the 6-yard line and take a good Summerville bounce, and they're going to down it at the 6-yard line. So it ended up working out well for Summerville as he kicked that dead punt. It bounced up high and back. Summerville was able to put it down, and they're going to mark it at the 7-yard line. That's where Argonaut will have possession. Remember the scoring drive that Argonaut had on their first possession of the game went 92 yards. Well, they're going to need to go 93 this time, starting at the 7-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Mitchell in the backfield. Quayle, the lone back behind him. Padilla comes into motion from the left. Inside handoff and a counter. That's number 2, Robert Prather. Gets across the 10-yard line. Gain of about 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I think I've figured out what their call for the counterplay is, Frank. We've got them right next to us. Joker sounds like the call for the counterplay.
Oh, you think they audible to that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Mitchell in the shotgun again. Straight ahead handoff to Prather. Breaks a tackle, gets across the 15-yard line. Going to be just short of the first down. Maybe by no, they're going to give it to him.
Generous.
Wow.
Telling you.
Okay.
Good gainer by Prather there, though. Putting his shoulder down, making it work.
So 1st and 10 for Argonaut. I did not see them making the yard to gain there, but they gave it to him. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Padilla goes into motion. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. Breaks a tackle, gets across the 20-yard line, still on his feet across the 25, up to about the 27, gain of about 9. Good hard running by Mitchell there.
Just finding that cutback lane. He's got a hole. He's looking into, pushes Quayle into somebody, and then just goes backside.
Quayle made a nice block as he turned to the right, and Mitchell just came off his right hip there, got it across the 25-yard line, gain of 9. Set up a 2nd down and 1. Motion. Mitchell wants to throw. There's Totten. There's my favorite target.
There he is.
Wide open in the middle. He's there all game long. He's a tough cover. He's wide open. Easy pitch and catch.
And the only way they can tackle him is if they go low because he is a big body dude.
He just releases from the tight end position and wide open right in the middle of that zone up to the 39-yard line. Pitch and catch, 1st down for the Mustangs. They're going to mark it at the 40. That's a weapon you need to use. 1st and 10 for Argonaut. Motion comes from the left. Straight ahead handoff to Quayle. Stopped after about a gain of 1. That was number 5 on the tackle by Summerville. Riley Nevis.
Yeah, those linebackers just filled the hole right there and just had their way with it.
2nd down and 9 for the Mustangs. Clock continues to run. 5 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter. We're all tied up at 7. Argonaut breaks the huddle. Padilla on the right wing. Prather on the left. Padilla goes into motion. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. Gets hit, breaks a tackle, falls forward just short of the 45-yard line up to the 44. Set up a 3rd down and 6 for the Mustangs.
They spot it not necessarily where the initial stop is, but just kind of where his body lands.
3rd down. From the left. Oh, a little confusion. They gave it to Padilla inside, and the timing was just off on that play as Mitchell and Padilla kind of got tied up on the handoff, and short gain on the play, gain of about 1. They run into each other. And then it was filled again, number 5, Nevis, there for Summerville. So they'll put it at the 45-yard line. It'll set up a 4th down and 5, and Argonaut's going to go for it. Prather goes from the left. Now there's going to be a timeout. Timeout, Argonaut. Look at the scoreboard. 3. We're all full with 3s. 3:33 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. We're tied up at 7. We'll be back right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, and Carter is here with us.
Well, Argonaut after the timeout rethought that, and they're going to punt. I'm thinking, wow, you're really going to do this, huh?
Senior night.
At your own 45-yard line. So back at punt formation. Good snap. Kick is off. Good kick. Driving back inside the 15-yard line. Breaks one tackle, trying to get around the right side. He's got some room to run. He gets across the 30, the 35, the 40. Can somebody catch him? Finally brought down as he crosses midfield over to across the 40-yard line up to the Argonaut 38-yard line. And, man, it looked like he was going to take it to the house.
Yeah, he just followed those blocks all the way around that right-hand side. I mean, he is quick, Frank. That's Barajas on that one again. Number 3, Levi Phage trying to catch up to him and finally pushed out.
The punter was all the way in the back, the last man to get him. But the ball's all the way up to the 37-yard line after a great punt return. Pitch out to the right side. That's to Barajas. He gets across the 35, knocked out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Gain of 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6.
Gage Wise on the tackle there from that DN position. Oh, they're going to give him a gain of 1?
Oh, he must have stepped out of bounds.
Must have strung it out really far. Wise must have done a good job trying to string it out. Of course, that's kind of what the DN's supposed to do.
Boy, I thought he was 5 yards in front of that.
Yeah, I did too.
So second down after the gain of 1. Leveros in the shotgun, straight ahead handoff, barrels across the 35-yard line up to the 33. That was number 6 for Summerville, Colton Cash.
Timeout? Yep, timeout.
Summerville's going to take a timeout. 2:15 left to go in a half. We're all tied up at 7. We'll be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma and Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma and Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma and Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, for senior night here. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear. Frank?
Well, we're back for a third down. Summerville takes a timeout. You got to think they're in 4-down territory right now with 2:15 left to go in the half, all tied up at 7. Summerville will...
we haven't seen Leveroux put it in the air yet, have we?
Just once. He's going to do it right there. Wide open target across the 20-yard line up to the 16. Just like that. Completion to number 46, the tight end for Summerville. That, I don't have 46.
45.
Was it 45? Trenton Miller?
Yeah. Well, speak of the devil, and he shall appear, I guess.
So first down for Summerville. The ball sits at the 17-yard line. 2 minutes left to go here in the half, all tied up at 7. Summerville still has a couple timeouts left, so plenty of time with their timeouts here. They don't have to hurry. Motion Barajas goes in motion from the right. They're going to give it a straight ahead handoff. Breaks through a good hole. Breaks a tackle all the way down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Bears.
And a quick Mount Merchant scoring update. Calaveras touchdown is called back for holding. Next play intercepted by Amador. Around 4 minutes left in the second quarter.
Colton Cash on that return. Tillery on the tackle. Ball sits at the 2-yard line. It'll be first down and goal with 1:24 and counting left to go here in the half. Summerville knocking on the door. Motion comes from the right. Leveros is going to keep it himself. Takes it into the end zone. Easy touchdown for the Bears from 2 yards out. 1:13 left. 13-7 awaiting the extra point.
You see the motion coming across. Follows the man underneath. Little bit over pursuit there by Todden and just gives him the lane to score. Touchdown, Summerville.
All right, 13-7, awaiting the extra point. Just over a minute left to go here in the half. Snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. 1:13 left to go in the half. It's Summerville Bears 14, Argonaut Mustangs 7. We'll be back. First half action right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs against the Summerville Bears. Summerville has just scored 14-7 against the Mustangs. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear. Frank?
All right, here we go, 14-7, minute 13 left to go here in the half. Argonaut won the toss and deferred, so they will be receiving the second half kickoff. Let's see if they can do something left here, even if they want to try to do something left. It's probably going to depend on what kind of return they get here. They've got one timeout left. If they get a good return and get decent field position, you might think about doing something. Here's a kick, low bouncer, fielded at 30-yard line, up to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, across the 50-yard line, falls forward to the 48-yard line, and right now, I got to think we're going to try to do something here. You got a minute 9 left. I'm going to break out this passing game a little bit and see if we get some points before the first half and get a little double-double here with the opening possession of the second half.
Jonathan Martinez doing a good job just picking up the ground ball and, hey, running forward with it. Little very positive gain there, putting the Mustangs on He
just grabbed it and ran north and south.
Yeah.
Put his head down and just ran. So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Todden split out to the right. I want to see him just in a little slant across the middle. Cut right now. No, they're sending him long. They cleared the zone for Padilla as he gets across the 40-yard line. They've got to hurry now, short of the first down. Clock's going to continue to run. You need to keep that timeout in your pocket. Hurry up to the line. 52 seconds and counting right now. A little slow getting the ball down by the officials. 2nd down and 1. There's Todden across the middle. He's open. Now you need to help the quarterback. Can't get outside. Now you got to use timeout.
Oh, they're going for it. No huddle.
Now the clock stopped. Well, they gave him the first down. They gave him the first down to stop the clock as they moved the chains. They still haven't started it. Now they started. Boy, that was slow. Mitchell in the shotgun. He's looking left. Now he's looking to his right, looking for Todden over the middle. Todden reaches up and pulls it down. There's a flag. That is going to be against Summerville. Well, maybe Todden for offensive pass interference because I didn't see anything on the hit. Let's see what they're going to call here. Interesting call.
I don't know what this.
I'm looking at the play. Oh, they're going to call it pass interference. He pushed him early in the back. Todden went up and caught it high. I don't know that does them any good, but they're going to call pass interference.
Yep, against the defense.
Against the defense. Ooh. So they're going to get some yards there where there's 22 seconds left. That'll move the ball inside the 20-yard line up to about the 17. 22 seconds left. The Argonaut still has a timeout. Now the clock is stopped. Argonaut looks like they're going to take their timeout now. Yep. Their last timeout. So timeout on the field. 22 seconds left. Argonaut trying to score here before the end of the half, trailing 14-7. We're going to keep it right here. Interesting call.
I mean, it was a good catch by Todden over the middle. Again, a contested catch, but I just don't know if he was early or what that kind of call was, but that's that play that you were talking about where they ran off on the other side, ran the smaller receiver off, and let Todden go right over the middle trying to break that coverage.
He's just a big target. Yeah. He just can settle in that zone, and he's got room to move on both sides, and it's really an easy out for Mitchell. Summerville coach is on the field. He's trying to get an explanation from the officials on that call.
And a quick Mount Merchant scoring update. Touchdown Calaveras, 14-14 at Frank Meyer Field. 1 minute and 29 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, got a good ball game going on across the river.
Gil and Greg calling that for KVGC Oldies, home of Calaveras Red Hawk Sports.
All right, Argonaut comes out of the timeout. They've got it 1st and 10, 22 seconds left. They are out of timeouts. You almost have to throw the ball here.
Right.
Todden split out right. Mitchell looking to his left. He's in trouble. Steps up, rolls to his right, gets across the 20, the 15, the 10, goes out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. Nice job by Mitchell. 15 seconds left to go here in the half.
Felt a lot of pressure in his face on that left side and just rolled to his right. Great coverage, or great gain right there.
He had Tillery wide open on the left. I don't know how he missed him. He was rolling that way other than the pressure that was coming into his face.
Another timeout on the field. Yep,
Summerville is going to take a timeout. Again, we're going to keep it here. So Argonaut has no timeout. Summerville, I believe, still has one left. There's 15 seconds left. Argonaut. Certainly enough time for 2 plays. I've got to guess you're throwing to the end zone at this point.
Yeah, they're knocking on the door, Frank. On the ball on the 10-yard line, that's just one of those plays you want to try to get that coverage broken. Unless they're going to be going into man, making that press probably is what they're going to go for. That's maybe where you want to see Todden over the top.
So the ball sits right at the 10-yard line. They can get a first down without getting into the end zone. But you're flirting with danger here if you don't throw this ball into the end zone with 15 seconds left, because you will not be able to stop the clock unless you were able to rush for the first down. They would stop the clock for the movement of the chains. Mitchell wants to throw. He's looking right. He's got pressure. He's dragged down. He's sacked. Might have gone out of bounds where they stopped the clock. They did. 7 seconds left. So Argonaut's going to live to see another day. Now they're going to wind the clock, and I don't think Argonaut's going to be able to get a playoff. 2, 3, it's over. Oh. That's the end of the half. So time expires with Argonaut knocking on the door, and that'll do it at the end of the first half. Look at the scoreboard. Summerville Bears 14, Argonaut Mustangs 7. We'll be back with our Conifer Communications halftime report right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. The family of Armstrong & Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong & Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong & Son Construction. State license number 828209.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we are live at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where the Argonaut Mustangs are taking on the Summerville Bears for senior night here. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear here for our Conifer Communication halftime report. Frank?
Well, I got to tell you, a much more entertaining game than I was certainly expected. Argonaut came in this over a 2-touchdown underdog. They've kept this one close, 14-7. You know, they got a big fumble the first possession. Summerville took the ball to the 22-yard line, and in 3 plays took it all the way down to the Argonaut 8, where Summerville fumbled. Argonaut was able to recover. Then they went on a 92-yard drive where Padilla took it in from 22 yards out. And at 4:46 to go here in the first quarter, Argonaut led this one 7-0. That was our Mellon Faze BG Lounge call of the game. Summerville took the ball on their second possession, started at 25, went on a 75-yard drive, 6-yard touchdown by Leveros with 40 seconds left to go in the quarter, and we were all tied up at the end of one. Argonaut then was forced to punt. Summerville was forced to punt. Argonaut then was forced to punt. Summerville got it back at their 37-yard line, took it down the field 63 yards for a 2-yard touchdown by Leveroux, and with 1:13 left to go in the half, led by 14-7. After a short squib kick, Argonaut had good field position at the Summerville 48-yard line, and a couple big plays brought them all the way down at the 10, and they were unable to convert from there as the time expired, and they're trailing this one 14-7 at the half. Pretty good half for the Mustangs.
Honestly, Frank, that first drive was very telling. You know, Summerville had some momentum going. Once they got that fumble, the Mustangs recovered. They were able to really get some steam going. You know, they had a very good offensive drive. You know, a little bit stunting here and there on the back end of that, but especially at the end here, we saw a great drive by the Mustangs to lead into the half. So, you know, they're getting the ball back on this second half. We got to think that they're going to be going back to the drawing board for it and really looking at what was successful for them. But I was very impressed with the way the Argonaut Mustangs played this whole first half. Yeah,
certainly that 92-yard drive was the most impressive drive that we've seen from the Mustangs all year long. And to keep this one on a one-possession game right now, Argonaut deferred as they won the toss, so they will be receiving the second half kickoff. You know, across the river, I'm surprised at that game over there. We've got a good contest going on over at Frank Meyer Field, where Calaveras and Amador facing off. Amador, their first league game of the year. Calaveras, of course, losing last week pretty handily to the Summerville Bears team. And so that's a pretty good ball game we've got going down on there.
So I do have a Mountain Merchant scoring update for it. Touchdown Amador, 20-14. They missed the PAT with 8 seconds left in the half. That just happened not too long ago.
Wow, a lot more points scored there. As I mentioned earlier in the pregame show, Calaveras, kind of like Argonaut, has had trouble scoring the football all year long, and for them to put up a couple touchdowns in the first half against that Amador defense, we've got a couple good ball games going on tonight in Mother Lode League.
Definitely do. You know, really looking forward to see how the Mustangs come back from the second half and just take control of the game again, because it felt like they were in control for a pretty good bit of that first half. Well,
you know, it was the first possession by Summerville. 3 plays, what are they getting, 75 yards?
Yeah.
And then they fumbled on the 8-yard line, so big break by Argonaut, but Argonaut was able to then go 92 yards for the score. We haven't seen them going on that type of drive all year long. That's been a problem. Been able to keep their defense off the field, sustain a drive, eat up some clock, and end up with some points on the board. So that was a big drive by the Mustangs, and it certainly had to give them some confidence.
Definitely. And I think, of course, you know, it is senior night tonight, so, you know, the seniors are feeling some type of way about this, Frank. You know, I think coming into the league after last week's big loss to Sonora, they've really got something to prove this week, and I think that they are, you know, stepping up and really answering the call and, you know, putting up to the challenge here. We've got 18 seniors on this Argonaut Mustang varsity team, Frank. 18 seniors.
Yeah, that's a lot. And, you know, hey, let's face it, they're listening to the noise. They're seeing the scores. They know they've been written off for this season. And right now they're trying to rally and show that they've still got some fight in them. And I can tell you in this first half of play, they've shown that they do. So, a little bit about pride, and they're trying to show us what they've got going on tonight. And so we've got a good contest going here. Argonaut trailing this one 14-7, getting the ball to open the second half. So it's nice to see him step up to the challenge a little bit. Hey, you got a new coaching staff, you got a bunch of new players. Everybody's trying to adjust to each other, and maybe they're settling in a little bit. I still want to see them get a little bit out of their comfort zone in the second half.
Yeah.
And not be so, what's the word I'm looking for? So not that the defense knows what they're going to run. What's the word I'm looking for, Joey?
Not predictable?
Unpredictable.
Yeah.
A little bit less predictable in changing their offense a little bit. They only go to certain sets when they get in these down and distance situations. I want to see them throw that pass on first down.
Mm-hmm. Just take a shot.
I'm not talking about a go route. I'm just talking about a little over the middle, working that middle zone there that's open, a little down and out, easy pitch and catches, just to loosen up that defense just a little bit. And I think it also gives confidence to your quarterback, and it's going to help loosen up that run game a little bit. So that's what I'd like to see them do.
Well, and they've had success. They have had success with that counter play, but I think that Summerville at this point is kind of keying in on if that guy's going into fly motion. They haven't done too many fly motion sweeps. A lot of those fly motion have been going back underneath to do that counter.
Yep.
Like we said, we hear that joker call for them. So if they're making that call, obviously they're making those adjustments as well, trying to figure out how to stop that run. But so far, it's been pretty solid on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, it's been a good ball game, and I'm looking forward to the second half, and hopefully Argonaut can continue the strong play as they come back, and they'll be getting the kickoff to start the second half. We've got a little under 4 minutes left to go before the second half kickoff. We're going to send it back to the studios here. We're from our sponsor, pay some bills. We'll be back. Second half, Motherlode League action. Week 2, Dan Barnett Field, the Argonaut Mustangs, Summerville Bears, right after this.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
Exergen thermometers are a top choice of medical professionals at highly ranked hospitals across the U.S. With kids back at school, keeping them healthy is important. Make Exergen thermometer the chosen thermometer for your home or business to check for fever, where accuracy matters. When measuring temperature at home and at work, use an Exergen thermometer to keep your family and colleagues safe. Available at Walmart and other participating retailers. Learn more at Exergen.com.
This new Wendy's Frosty flavor is way too exciting to keep under wraps. It's a brand new, first-of-its-kind flavor. Get this, pumpkin spice. I know, right? It's so good. It's rich, it's cozy. It's the perfect flavor for some fall Frosty time. Watch, everyone will see it and jump on the bandwagon. Grab a never-before-seen pumpkin spice Frosty or pumpkin spice Frosty cream cold brew today when you choose wisely. Choose Wendy's.
Limited time only. Participating U.S. Wendy's. Vanilla Frosty is temporarily unavailable.
Football fans, stay in touch with Conifer Communications high-speed internet wherever you are. Stream the game live, connect with fans during and after the game, Facebook Live the winning play, or upload those Instagram photos. Conifer Communications may be local, but offers big-time internet service with fast speed, no data limits, plus VoIP phone service. Connect with Conifer today, 866-378-8393, or stop by their office in San Andreas on Highway 49.
A longtime supporter of youth activities in Amador County, the folks at Camps Propane hope you enjoy tonight's high school football action on Hometown Radio. Visit Camp's showroom on Highway 88 in Pioneer. Ask about the Easy Saver program and senior discounts available. And you'll never run out of gas again with Camp's Smart System Tank Monitoring program. They also carry a complete line of RV supplies, gas refrigerators, and barbecues. For more information, visit Camps Propane and Pioneer or their website at campspropane.com.
You know, some things just don't change. Hi, this is Bart Gilman. When my parents opened up our drive-in, Melon Phase, they had one thing in mind, and that was a quality meal, good service, and at a fair price. And over the years, that's been the case. But times change, but some things won't change at Mel's. You'll still get a quality meal, good service, and at a fair price. Like my parents taught me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's just the way we do business at Melon Phase Drive-In.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. I mentioned it once before, Frank, of course. Frank Alverson, Joey Geedy, and Carter Brashear up here. We have 18 seniors on this Argonaut Mustang.
16, you said.
18 seniors on this varsity squad for the Mustangs, and we have 4 seniors on the cheer squad for the Mustangs. Looks like we've got about, they're just restarting 3 minutes now, 3 minutes before the half starts up, second half of football here. The Argonaut Mustangs trailing 14-7 to the Bears. Again, we are at halftime over at Frank Meyer Field. The score currently sits at 20-14. Of course, if you are listening in over there, Gil and Greg are handling the game over there on KVGC Oldies, the home of Calaveras Red Hawk Sports. I like saying that, Calaveras Red Hawk Sports. But yeah.
You know, here's something real quick, and I'll just say it. I don't understand this. Why do they differentiate these minutes from the total minutes of halftime?
So they give these for it's a 3-minute reset,
2-3-minute
reset.
I'm
for
with you, Jim.
Why?
They used to do 2-minute reset,
right?
Now it's 3-minute reset.
It's for so that they can have the entire time to talk to the team, and then 3 minutes to get back into the warm-ups and let the referees reset. But
why is there a reset? Why doesn't it just you get X amount of time to whatever, and you need to get on the field to get warmed up or whatever, and we're kicking off this time?
Exactly, Frank, but also you and I played when you were a sissy if you wanted to drink water, too.
That's right. We didn't have water. We had salt tablets.
Hey, Frank, next week, not this weekend, but next weekend, homecoming at the University of the Pacific.
That's
Go
right.
Tigers.
I keep getting reminders on my phone.
I just got an email from the College of the Pacific saying there's an open house, want me to go down.
And Arcani keeps sending things out. They've got Broken Toys concert on Saturday night. Mm-hmm. They've got a golf tournament on Friday. And then they're doing a meet and greet at the Market Tavern on
MT.
Friday night.
Nice.
And then on Saturday, they're having a barbecue and beer and wine and mimosas at the fraternity house. And there's a bunch of sports going on also. There's water polo games and soccer games and all kinds of different things. And the men's and the women's are playing next week. And then the Broken Toys concert Saturday night.
Yeah, so Christian's going to be doing the open house for the business school during the day. And then about 4 o'clock, we're going to be both down there for Taste of Pacific, where they bring in a whole bunch of different food vendors, wine, all kinds of fun stuff. So we'll be doing the Pacific Happy Hour down there. So.
Yeah, so I've been getting last chance to register, blah, 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 blah. I've been getting all the stuff that's being sent out. They're setting up. They've got rooms set up down at the Waterfront Hotel.
Cool.
They've got locker rooms if you want to go down there and stay. And
you guys going down?
Anyway, no, we're not. We've got several different things. God, our weekends seem to be so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
But
Tigers, though.
You know, I would think that UOP would do something for the parents that coughed up all the money for their kids to go to school there.
So they call it...
That's just my thought.
They call it Homecoming and Parent and Family Weekend at Pacific.
Okay.
That's what they call it, Homecoming and Parent and Family Weekend at Pacific.
Don't you feel better now, Jim?
Yeah.
Thanks for coughing up that money, Daddy.
All right, we're getting ready to kick this one off. Start of the second half. Argonaut Mustangs will be trailing this one 14-7. Argonaut won the toss and deferred. And so they're looking to continue the momentum they had in the first half here, getting ready to kick off for the Summerville Bears is number 23. That's Bryson Benitez. There's the kick, a high kick fielded right at the 10-yard line by Padilla, up to the 15, across the 20, hit at the 25, falls forward to about the 27-yard line, brought down finally by big number 99, Hunter Henderson, for the Bears. Argonaut will start this one from their own 27-yard line, trailing 14-7.
Let's see him march this one down.
Ooh, nice throw by the official. All right, they're going to place it just almost to the 28, so 1st and 10. Mitchell in the shotgun. Again, the lone backer we've seen all game, Edward Quayle. Oh, a bad snap. Goes past Mitchell. I don't think he was ready for it. Falling down, I think Summerville recovered. All the way back at the 5-yard line. Mitchell was not ready for that snap. It was a low snap. Went right between his legs, and he raced back to get it, and Summerville was able to fall on it, and the Summerville Bears will have it 1st and 10 on the fumble recovery, and boom, that is not the way that the Mustangs wanted to start this. They're going to have it at the 6-yard line after the fumble recovery and have it 1st and goal.
I'll keep my mouth shut, Frank. I think I may have jinxed that.
Brody Peters split out wide to the right. Leveros, motion comes to the right side. That's Barajas. Straight ahead handoff to number 6. Gets to the 10-yard line. Gets across to about the 9. That was Colton Cash. It'll set up a 2nd down and goal for the Bears.
Good penetration by the linebackers there to try to seal that hole. He had to go outside on that inside designed run, but just a little over pursuit. Got to break down and make that tackle.
So the ball sits at the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal for Summerville. Boy, bad break for the Mustangs there on the low snap. Leveros, motion Barajas from the left side. They're going to give it to him, trying to cut it inside. He breaks through the line, gets close, but he's going to be stopped a couple yards short. I believe that was number 74 for the Mustangs. In on the tackle, that was Zoom Wilson. King Zoom Wilson.
There we go. Got to give him his due, right?
That's right.
Give him his royal due.
3rd down and goal from the 3. Number 44 in the backfield this time, Nicholas Rogers for Summerville. They're going to give it to Rogers straight ahead, goes into the end zone, touchdown. 3 yards out, Rogers, and Summerville takes a 20-7 lead, awaiting the extra point, only 1 minute and 31 seconds into the 3rd quarter. So Rogers takes it in from 3 yards out.
Just taking advantage of that snap, that miscued snap.
10:29 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Summerville takes a 20-7 lead. The good snap, the kick is up, and it is good. Summerville 21, Argonaut 7. We'll be back. More 3rd quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we are back. We are back here at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where the Argonaut Mustangs are taking on the Summerville Bears for senior night here. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear. Frank?
Back deep for the Mustangs, Trevor Pedersen, number 5, along with Dagan Tillery, number 11, and Henry Padilla, number 16, as Summerville gets set to kick off. 1 minute, 31 seconds in. Summerville takes advantage of the bad snap by Argonaut, gets the ball 1st and goal from their 6-yard line. Rogers takes it in from 3 yards out to up their lead to 21-7. Number 23 getting ready to kick off for Summerville. That is Bryson Benitez. Low line drive kick, going to kick it out of bounds. God, that's just, I just hate that. That wasn't even close. Didn't even get down the field. Argonaut's going to have it up at the 35-yard line.
It's like
I think it'll go at the spot that it goes out, right? If
5 yards
if it's
from
past the 35, they move it up to the 35, but they'll put it where the ball went out at the 40. So Argonaut will have good field position after Summerville mysteriously kicks the ball out of bounds, and I can guarantee you that isn't what was planned. Mitchell in the shotgun. Motion comes from the left. Straight ahead handoff. That was number 2, Robert Prather on the carry. Gain of a couple on the play. It'll set up a 2nd down and 8 for Argonaut. Ball sits at the 42-yard line of the Mustangs.
Shout out Stephen Casillas listening in right now. Not feeling too good. Hope you're feeling better, buddy.
2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs. Mitchell in the shotgun. He wants to throw. He's looking. He sent Todd deep that time. Mitchell's going to keep it himself as everybody on the defense pretty much turned their back, went with the receivers as they cleared it out. Big gain by Mitchell all the way down to the Summerville 40-yard line.
Huge run there by Mitchell.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the Summerville 40-yard line.
They're angry after that last little drive.
They send Todden out deep, and all the defensive backs just turned their back and went with him, led a big hole on the right side for Mitchell. Motion comes to the right. Counter inside to number 16. Gets across the 35-yard line to the 34. That was Padilla. Nice gain on the play of 6. It'll set up a 2nd down and 4.
Just taking a defender on a ride there. Great gain by Henry Padilla.
Line getting a little push tonight for the Mustangs, something that we've haven't seen a lot of this year.
Like I said, they're playing angry, Frank.
Quayle, lone back. Motion Cummins. Mitchell hands off, and the ball's on the ground, and Argonaut's able to fall on it back at the 39-yard line. Self-inflicted wounds here by the Mustangs. That'll send the ball back, and it'll set up a 3rd down and 7 for the Mustangs. Ball sits at the 37-yard line.
Just trying for that reverse play on the inside, giving the ball to Padilla and just handing it off underneath to Prather, but ball on the ground, that doesn't help.
Tillery split out wide to the left. Motion Padilla comes right side. Mitchell's going to keep it following Quayle right up the middle, gets across the 30-yard line. That's going to be enough for a 1st down. That'll move the chains. Fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. As they spot the ball, it looks like at about the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Argonaut. Clock continues to run. Argonaut trailing this one 21-7 early in the 3rd quarter. Tillery again split out wide to the left. Padilla goes into motion from the right. They're going to give it to him. He's got a little room, cuts back to the right, gets up to about the 22-yard line. Nice gain on the play.
I like how they're using Quayle, just sending him down the hole, and he's just bowling through to make a hole for his running back.
So that'll be a 2nd down and 4 for Argonaut. Ball sits at the 22-yard line. Much better offensive push from this Argonaut line tonight. Handoff straight ahead. That's going to be close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot it. That was Prather on the carry. Looks like they're signaling for the 1st down, so that will move the chains. Ball's at the 17-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. This drive started at the Argonaut 40-yard line up to the 17. They want to keep this one close. It'd be nice to get a score here, make it a one-possession game. Mitchell in a shotgun, 2 receivers out to the left. That's Tillery along with Robert Prather. Mitchell wants to throw. Now he's in trouble. He keeps it himself, runs up the middle. He's hit, he spins, gets up to about the 7-yard line. That's going to be real close to a first down.
Good job stepping up in the pocket, seeing just a huge gap there and going for it.
They're going to mark it just a yard short. So the ball's at the 8-yard line. 2nd down and 1 for the first down. Tight formation by the Mustangs. Prather gets it up the middle. He's got the first down. Brought down inside the far 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Argonaut. Nice drive by the Mustangs going right here. Started at their own 40-yard line. So 1st and goal at the 4-yard line for Argonaut. 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Stang gang down in the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
1st and goal for the Mustangs. Eddie Quayle in the backfield. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. Goes in the end zone. Touchdown. 7-yard touchdown by Mitchell.
Just followed his block right there. Eddie Quayle told him, hey, follow me. Tapped him on the shoulder, even said, hey, buddy, follow me. Follows him right up in there. Great touchdown for the Mustangs.
5:44 left to go in the 3rd, 21-13. Argonaut awaiting the extra point. Blake in to hold. That's Brady Blake, senior.
The southpaw.
Snap. The kick is up. And it is good. 5:44 here in the 3rd quarter. Argonaut makes it a little closer. 21-14. Summerville. We'll be back. More 3rd quarter action right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma and Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma and Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma and Associates provides. Call 223-0156. Serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC, KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears, just scored, still trailing 14-21. Joey Giddy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear here, and we just saw special teams coach and defensive line coach James Marzano sending his squad out. Frank?
You know, Joey, I'd like to just take a minute and acknowledge the passing of a great community leader. Tom Blackman passed away, and our condolences to Connie and Sarah and the whole Blackman family. Tom was just a wonderful guy who did a lot for our community. Caldwell Banker and his partner David Carlson, and very sad to hear the news of Tom Blackman passing. And again, the condolences from all the KVGC crew to his wife Connie, his daughter Sarah, and all of the Blackman family.
Absolutely.
So Summerville will take over 1st and 10 after the kick return. Ball is going to be at the 31-yard line.
We got 5 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 for the Bears, leading 21-14. Nice answer by the Mustangs there after Summerville recovered that fumble and had a short field to work with to make it a 2-possession game. Now Argonaut cuts it to 1. Leveros is in trouble. He's hit in the back by Todd. Incomplete. Or that
Hammered.
Todd came from the blind side, and Leveros did not see him coming and just came in uncut, just flipped right around the tackle here. Untouched, couldn't get outside, and right there just boom, right in the back as Leveros was trying to get rid of the football. Incomplete pass. Boy, that could have been a fumble.
You could see him foaming at the mouth from here. Frank Todden was
You don't get a look like that very often.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Bears. Now they're going to give him a little help over there. The tight end lined up next to the tackle for Todden. Although he cuts inside, Todden's coming again. He's chasing it. That's Barajas trying to get around the light side. Nice gain on the play of about 6. It'll set up 3rd down and 4 for the Bears. Just pitched it outside to Barajas. Nice seal block on Padilla. Then he got off that block and blocked again, number 10, Seth Mitchell. That freed that corner a little bit. He must have gone out of bounds. They did not give him the forward progress that I saw. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Sophomore Levi Phage checking into the game for the Mustangs.
Ball at the 34-yard line. Leveros rolling to his right. He wants to throw. There's nobody there. Now he's got a deep receiver. Oh, what a great catch.
Snag.
Barajas dives out, gives it up, pulls it in at the 46-yard line of Argonaut to move the chains. Great throw and catch. Barajas just laid out for that one and was able to keep possession as he went to the ground. 1st down for Summerville.
And you know, Frank, Barajas not listed as a very big guy, 5'6", 135.
Yeah. He's got a
really
brother also on the team. There's 2 Barajas on the team. Both of them not very big, but boy, he has certainly showed that he's a player tonight. Barajas goes into motion from the left side. Straight ahead handoff. That's number 6. Gets across the 45-yard line. Bulls his way forward to about the 42. That was Colton Cash on the carry for the Bears.
And a quick Mount Merchant scoring update. Excuse me there. Touchdown Calaveras, 20-20. PAT is no good. 9 minutes and 48 seconds in the 3rd quarter remaining.
Summerville breaks the huddle. 2nd down and 6 for the Bears. One receiver split up the left. Barajas goes into motion. Inside handoff on the inside pitch. He's got room around the left side. He gets across the 25 to the 20. Breaks a tackle. Dragged down by his heels inside the 10. That was number 5, Trevin Peterson, that saved that touchdown up to the 7-yard line. That was number 2 for the Bears, Austin Hike.
And another that was just that little shovel, just that little pitch right underneath. And they bring that motion across. They make you think it's that toss sweep, and they just, boom, shovel it right down underneath to him. Big gain.
1st and goal for the Bears. Ball sits at the Argonaut 7-yard line. Bears hunting for more points here in the 3rd quarter. 3:20 left to go. Leading this one 21-14. Leveros in the shotgun. Tight formation. Straight ahead handoff. Big number 44. He's getting close, and he falls into the end zone. I'm looking for the signal. They're going to call him down short. He had the touchdown previously, number 44. That was Nicholas Rogers. They're going to mark it at the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and goal. Rogers again in the backfield, their short yardage guy. Leveros is going to keep it this time, goes into the end zone for the touchdown. 2:42 left. Summerville scores again, up the lead to 27-14, awaiting the extra point. Boy, they made that look pretty easy. 69-yard drive for Summerville. Leveros from 1 yard out. So Leveros takes it in from a yard out, awaiting the extra point. Good snap, kicks up, and it is good. 2:42 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Summerville stretches their lead, 28-14. We'll be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back live at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear. Frank?
All right, back deep again for the Mustangs. Trevor Pedersen, number 5. Number 11, Dagan Tillery, along with number 16, That's Henry Padilla. The Mustangs trailing this one by 2 scores now with 2:42 left to go in the third quarter. So Summerville had a nice drive there for their second score of the third quarter. Kick, Padilla's going to field it at the 12-yard line. Gets across the 20 to the 25 to the 30, where he's cut down right there at the 30-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will have it, 1st and 10. Their third possession here of the third quarter.
Ooh, Padilla coming off real gingerly right now. Looks like he might have got his leg on that one.
Chief Mackey wanted to take a look at him as Padilla goes right to the bench. Got a little limp going. I don't know if it's a knee or an ankle.
Again, shout out Chief Mackey and Debbie, always down there on the sidelines for the Argonaut Mustangs.
Padilla's trying to walk it off. He got hammered pretty hard right at the 30-yard line. Handoff this time, hit immediately at the line of scrimmage by a host of Summerville players. That was...
And again, I'd like to see Zoom Wilson's out there.
Was that Pedersen on the carry?
No, that was Prather again. Pedersen is out there.
I thought it was number 5 on the carry on that.
He is out there for Padilla, but he's playing that 4-back position, so on the right side.
They're going to give him 1 yard on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Padilla still trying to work it out a little bit on the sideline. He looks like he's ready to go back in. Pedersen goes into motion. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. Gets across the 35. Bulls forward to about the 38-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down and 2 for the Mustangs. So 3rd down and 2 for Argonaut. Balls at the Argonaut 38-yard line. 1:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Argonaut trailing this one 28-14. Really need a 1st down here. Don't want to give up the ball this quickly back to the Summerville offense, trailing by 2 scores. Mitchell in the shotgun. Tillery split out to the right. Mitchell's going to keep it himself. Gets across the 40. He's got the 1st down. Mitchell running hard tonight.
Oh, yeah. Following that fullback, too, they're just sending Quayle straight up the hole, and they're just telling him, follow him.
You know, we have a lot more playing time for Quayle tonight, and he's done a good job.
That's my boy.
1st down and 10. Ball sits at the 42-yard line of Argonaut. Clock continues to run. We're under 1 minute left to go here in the third quarter. Summerville 28, Argonaut 14.
Quick Mountain Merchant scoring update. Touchdown Calaveras, 27-20, 5:41 in the third.
Wow, no defense over there on that side of the river, that's for sure. Mitchell wants to throw. He's looking. Throws it incomplete. Intended receiver Trevin Pedersen on the pass. 2nd down and 10.
Now, when they take Quayle out, they're putting in the sophomore number 4. That's Jacob Hartman. He's going into like a slot position there.
Hartman, the sophomore, listed as a running back and a defensive back. 2nd down and 10. Mitchell's going to go with an empty backfield. Todden split out to the right. Stop. He's going to go deep. He's got to the safety was sitting back there. Boy, that interception was broken up by his own man. He was just sitting back in the middle, just waiting for that one. Mitchell didn't see him. I just don't like them sending Todden deep. That's not where he can beat you. He doesn't have that speed. He needs to go, drive the corner off, and then settle back down into that zone. He's wide open in that middle of the field. Sending him deep is not where you're going to use his talent. 3rd down and 10 for the Mustangs. Quayle's going to come back in. Argonaut's going to call a timeout. 27 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Summerville 28, Argonaut 14. The Mustangs facing a 3rd and 10. We'll be back right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back live at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear here, the Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. Frank?
All right, 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs coming out of the timeout. Let's see where they dial up. Padilla back in the game. 2 receivers split out to the left. Quayle in the backfield, the lone back behind Mitchell. 3rd down and 10. Motion comes from the left side. Fake handoff, give it to Padilla inside, and he stopped after a short gain. It'll be 4th down, and Argonaut's going to have to punt.
And they just sniffed that one out a mile away.
So 4th down and 9 for Argonaut. And at their own 44-yard line, they've got to punt this one away.
Looks like they're
going to let the quarter run out. There's 2 seconds left. That'll do it. End of the 3rd quarter. Look at the scoreboard. Summerville Bears 28, Argonaut Mustang 14. 4th quarter action right after this.
The family of Armstrong and Son Construction and Armstrong Self-Storage are proud to sponsor Motherlode League football. Remember, when you need excavating, grading, septic system repairs, and other site work, call Armstrong and Son Construction. Or if you need a storage unit, stop by Armstrong Self-Storage for safe and secure storage. Conveniently located near the intersection of Highway 49 and Ridge Road. Armstrong and Son Construction, state license number 828209. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear here, and quickly we'll have a Mount Merchant scoring update. Touchdown Amador bringing it to a tied score, 27-27, 4:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Frank?
Wow, they got a barn burner going on across the river over there. 27-27. Calaveras decided to show some offense tonight.
Offensive coordinator, of course, former MVP, Mikey Sewell.
Oh, yeah, right. All right, 4th down. It looks like Argonaut's going to go for it. 4th and long. Wow, I admire your courage. I'm not sure I trust your judgment. Mitchell moving to his left. He throws complete to number 4.
Hartman.
That was Jacob Hartman, the sophomore. 1st down, gutsy call by first-year head coach John Hickman, and they're going to call it back on a penalty.
Hold.
Now almost certainly they're going to punt. I would like to see that hold back in a replay. Nice job by Hartman going up and high-pointing the ball. But a hold on Argonaut's going to take that gain away and set it in 4th and long, and now Argonaut's going to come into punt.
Great job by Hartman there, too. That's another, again, as I said, sophomore up there, just brought up this week to play for the varsity Mustangs.
All right, so Argonaut falls back into punt formation. Summerville not quite sure they're buying it. Now they're going to send somebody back deep. Kick is off. Good kick all the way back to the 33-yard line. To the 35, trying to get around the left side to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. That's Barajas. He gets across all the way up to the Argonaut inside the 40-yard line. Nice return there by the Bears, and Summerville's got great field position, leading this one 28-14 with 11:37 left to go in the ball game. One more score here would almost put this game away. So they're going to mark it right at the 40-yard line. Good return by Summerville. So that's going to be at the Argonaut 40, where Summerville will have it 1st and 10. Leveros in the shotgun. Motion comes from the left side. That's Barajas. They're going to pitch it to him. Cuts inside his block. Now he's in trouble. Going to cut it back to the left side, and he's got some room. 35, 30, brought down at about the 29-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 11. It'll be a 1st down for Summerville. Argonaut did a good job on the right side, and Barajas just stopped, cut it back, and had room to run. Got a block by number 66 on a crackback there. Then Leverus Leveross, was out in front that busted him for the first down inside the 30-yard line to the 29, where the Bears will have it 1st and 10.
Mitchell shaking up a little bit on that one, pulled off.
Leveross straight ahead, handoff to Rogers. Gets across the 25-yard line. They're going to spot it right there at the 25. So a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Rogers is a pretty good load, listed at 5'11", 154. He certainly looks bigger than that. Rogers again, the lone back behind Leveross. Handoff to Rogers. Big gain on the play. Breaks a tackle. He gets up to the 5. He's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Big gain by Rogers. It'll be a 1st and goal for Summerville.
Just attacking that right-hand side in that Titan formation.
Breaks some tackles. Spins away from the defensive back. Brought down by number 9 that saved the touchdown. That was Jonathan Martinez.
Got to think they're going to go back to that formation, right?
They're going to put the ball at the 5-yard line. Rogers is out. They're to hand off to number 2. Close to the end zone.
Ooh.
Spin's going to be shot just short. That was Hike.
Good stop. Charlie Neely right there from the middle linebacker position. Just rolled him back down.
2nd down and goal for the Bears at the 1-yard line. Rogers is back in. I'm guessing he's getting the football. Summerville's like to use him in these short yardage situations so far tonight. Be 2nd down and goal from the 1. Rogers back behind Leveross. Give to Rogers. I think he's in. Looking for the signal.
Stopped him. Nope.
They're going to call it short. Boy, he's got to be awful close. Gage Wise on the tackle. Ball is at the half-yard mark. So 3rd down and goal for the Bears. Rogers again, the lone back to the right side of Leveross. Leveross is going to keep it himself. He gets across the end zone. Touchdown. 1-yard plunge by Leveross. 8:31 to go here, and Summerville takes a 34-14 lead, awaiting the extra point.
Tough drive.
Number 13 on for Summerville, like Luke Larson to hold. Bryson Benitez, the kicker. Snap, the kick's up, and it is good. 8:31 left to go in the contest. Summerville takes a commanding lead, 35-14. We'll be back. More 4th quarter action right after this.
Hey, let's play some football. Mark Borchin here with Glass Doctor. We are so excited that you're doing what you love. When you need auto glass, windshields, and calibration, call Glass Doctor. Ask about our windshield protection plan. And for shower enclosures, foggy, broken windows in your home or business, please remember Glass Doctor, your neighborly company. Visit our showroom at Highway 49 and Jackson Gate Road.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back live at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs, where the Argonaut Mustangs take on the Summerville Bears here for senior night. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear. Frank?
Well, the Mustangs falling in a little bit of desperation mode now, trailing this one by 3 scores, 35-14, with 8:31 left to go in the contest. Summerville getting ready to kick off. Summerville goes on a 60-yard drive there, finished off by a 1-yard plunge by Leveross to make this a 3-possession game. Deep kickoff fielded at about the 6-yard line by Padilla, and he stopped just as he crosses the 20-yard line. So long field to go for the Mustangs. Argonaut will have it 1st and 10 at the 21.
Ooh, a little bit of talking in there. Don't need any of that.
Who's our little ball boy out there, number 1? He looks like he's got a little limp going on.
He's hobbling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs, I should say.
Yeah, he is hobbling there.
Yeah, he's playing hurt.
Yeah, hey, shout out to him, huh?
He's got his helmet on, the whole deal. or just a hoodie, I guess. Yeah. 1st and 10 for Argonaut. Mitchell in the shotgun. Motion comes from the left. Mitchell wants to throw over the middle. He was going for Todd, and the linebacker slid right in front of him, so Mitchell had to throw it up high. Just couldn't bring it in off the fingertips. Prather went into motion. Look how the linebacker, number 5, slid back there as Todden was settling right in there and just had to throw it over the top of him, and Todden couldn't bring it in.
Barajas climbing that tree right there. Getting way up top. Todden's tall, man. He had to climb up to Todden for that one. And we've got another Mountain Merchant scoring update. End of the 3rd quarter over at Frank Meyer Field. 27-27, all tied up, Frank.
Wow, that ought to be a pretty wild 4th quarter there over at Calaveras. Mitchell, empty backfield. He's rolling, he's looking, he wants to throw. He's got number 11 wide open at the 25-yard line. Complete, knocked out of bounds at about the 30. That's going to be close to the 1st down. Let's see where they spot it. Going to call it just a – looks like they're going to spot it just a bit short.
Nope, they're waving off the flag. They did throw a penalty. I couldn't see it out there. It was close to the white line, but they threw a penalty marker.
I think that's a 1st down.
It off.
Looking at the yard marker, that's certainly worth a measurement. Wow, they've been giving us these generous spots all night long. The tip of the ball sitting right at the 30-yard line.
Oh, yeah, they're calling 1st down. They're calling for 1st
down. They
are.
They're moving them. It sure looked like it, and now they're going to move the chains, so it'll be 1st down for Argonaut at the 30-yard line. So they're going to wait until they get the stick set. Mitchell wants to throw. He's rolling to his right. He's looking. He's going to keep it himself. Gets brought down at about the 35-yard line, so gain about 5 on the play. So gain of 5 by Mitchell on the keeper. It'll be 2nd down and 5. He was rolling to his right, didn't have a receiver to throw to. He just tucked it down. Nice gain on the play. 2nd down as the ball's just across the 35-yard line.
Looks like they're keeping with that passing formation.
2nd down, Mitchell again. Empty backfield. He's looking. Complete a big hit, and that's going to be a flag. Another flag comes in. That was Padilla, just got hammered after catching that pass. That's going to be a personal foul and a 15-yard penalty as we look at the replay.
Just goes underneath. Sees him, makes the pass, catches it, and then just boom, head-to-head right there for Padilla.
Boy, that didn't look like head-to-head to me. It looked like it was shoulder. Looked like he got his shoulder in there, but, man, there were all kind of flags that came in. It looked worse than it was. I mean, it was a rock, no question about it, but I did not see the helmet-to-helmet contact. But that's what they're going to call, 15-yard penalty. Padilla's going to feel that one tomorrow.
Yeah.
That'll move the ball up to the Summerville 46-yard line. Argonaut will have it 1st and 10 from there. 7:21 left to go in the contest, trailing this one by 21. So Amador needs to be a little bit in a hurry-up mode, down by 3 scores. Again, empty backfield. Mitchell's throwing formation. Todden split out wide to the right. Mitchell's looking to his left, still looking, throws underneath. Nice catch. Oh, incomplete. Pass was a little bit behind the intended receiver. That was Trevin Pedersen. Looked like Pedersen pulled it in, but just not quite able to gather that one to his body. They're going to call it incomplete. Pedersen, a slow release, just on a little crossing route there. just thrown behind him, got his left hand on it, but couldn't pull it in. So second down and 10.
Swallowed up by Luke Larson. Well, he's a sophomore too. 13's a sophomore also, Frank.
Again, empty backfield. Mitchell wants to throw. Complete across the 40-yard line to number 11. That's Dagan Tillery. Nice gain on the play. It'll set up a third down and short. Call it 3rd and 3 for Argonaut. Obviously 4-down territory, trailing by 3 scores here as the ball sits at the Summerville 39-yard line. 7 minutes left to go here in the contest. Mitchell again going to operate from an empty backfield. Now he's in trouble. He steps up. In trouble again. He's got to eat that one, and that's going to be a loss on the play of a yard as he gets back to about the 41-yard line. That'll set up a 4th down. They're going to mark it forward progress at the 40. So that'll set up a 4th down and 4 for Argonaut. Obviously going to go for it. 6:40 left to go in the ball game. Summerville leading this one 35-14.
Why go routes? A bunch of go routes on that. I didn't see anybody underneath.
I want to see them work that underneath zone. Give me some crossers in against that zone defense. I'd like to see him bring Todden a little closer in than split out wide. Now they're going to go with a back next to Mitchell on 4th down, bringing in tight formation. Mitchell's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be stopped short, and they're going to turn it over on downs. So turnover on downs by Argonaut. Interesting call by the Mustangs there on one that they just had to have a chance to stay in this game. They're going to turn it over on downs. Summerville is going to take possession here at the, I don't know why they're spotting all the way up there, but they're going to place it at the 38-yard line. So Summerville will have it at the Summerville 38. 6 minutes, 7 seconds left to go in the contest. Leveros in the shotgun. Straight ahead handoff. That's number 6. He breaks the tackle. He goes to the outside. He's got the 50, to the 45, to the 40, being chased and knocked out of bounds after a big gain on the play. That was number 6 for the Bears, Colton Cash, all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Inside trap play and just took it all the way around that left-hand side.
Number 2 for the Mustangs, Robert Prather, saved the touchdown, knocking him out, Cash out of bounds. Now there's a timeout on the field by the Mustangs. 5:58 left to go in the contest. Summerville in control, 35-14. We'll be back right after this.
For all your land surveying and civil engineering services, call Toma & Associates at 223-0156. Whether you're building a fence and need to know where the property line is to complete boundary surveys, Toma & Associates can help. Lot surveys, boundary line adjustments, parcel and subdivision maps, FEMA certificates, septic and grading plans, among the many services Toma & Associates provides. Call 223-0156, serving the Mother Lode since 1967.
You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back here live at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs for senior night. The Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear up here. Frank?
Summerville has it 1st and 10 for the 25-yard line. 5:58 left to go. And the Mustangs are running out of time here, trailing this one 35-14. Summerville is just kind of taking control with his offense here in the second half, scoring 3 times in the second half. Barajas goes into motion, straight ahead handoff up to the 20-yard line, gain of about 5 on the play. That was number 6, Colton Cash, again for the Bears. Cut the distance in half, 2nd down and 5.
Ooh, 7 down over there. Looks like they pulled off a lot of their starters.
Yeah, a lot of new numbers out there right now. Leveros remains at the quarterback position. Number 44, Rogers, the lone back behind him.
Going to let time just roll down.
No reason to be in a hurry here with a 3-touchdown lead. Straight ahead handoff to Rogers. Big gain on the play. That's enough for the first down as he crosses the 15 to about the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bears. Good push by the offensive line that time. Kind of got the defense on their heels a little bit as they were rolling back. Ball at the 15-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bears. Argonaut defense coming up tight. Looking for Rogers to get that ball again as they're just looking to eat clock. Rogers gets it off to the left side this time. Gets across the 10, breaks a tackle, goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Rogers 15 yards out, goes into the end zone to put this one away, and now there's a penalty.
Don't need that, Henry. Come on.
So Rogers goes in from the 15.
It's never the first guy. It's always the second guy that gets caught. No matter what he said to you right before, no matter if he pushed you, punched you, whatever it may be, it's always the second guy that gets caught. Just don't want to see that.
Well, they certainly don't need that one. 4:25 left to go. Summerville up 41 now, waiting the extra point. So that penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. The official is going over to talk to the Summerville coach. And I think he asked him if he wanted to take it now or on the kick, and he said he'll take it on the kick. So they're going to go for the 1-point conversion. 4:25 left to go. Summerville 41, Argonaut 14. Good snap, kicks up, and it is good. 4:25 left. Summerville controlling the second half. 42, Argonaut Mustangs 14. We'll be back right after this.
Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your regional commercial van and truck headquarters, is proud to sponsor Motherlode League High School football. The expert sales team will help you get behind the wheel of the car or truck that's right for you. And their service department will keep that vehicle running at peak performance. Visit the team at Big Valley Ford Lincoln, your full-service dealership, on the web at bigvalleyford.com and located in the Stockton Auto Mall off Hammer Lane. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com.
And we're back at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs. For senior night here, the Argonaut Mustangs taking on the Summerville Bears. 4 minutes and 25 seconds left in this contest. Joey Geedy, Frank Halverson, Carter Brashear. Frank?
Well, after the 15-yard penalty is assessed, Summerville will be kicking off from the Argonaut 45-yard line. So almost certainly, if they want, they can kick this one through the end zone. Let's see what they choose to do. Yeah, he kicks it deep. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback where Argonaut will have it 1st and 10. So let's see what the Mustangs try to do here. This one well out of reach at this point. 4:25 left to go in the contest as they're going to have it 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. The Mustangs just unable to stop this Summerville defense in the second half, scoring twice in the third and twice here in the fourth to take a commanding lead, 42-14.
Looks like they've subbed down again on the defensive side of the ball as well.
Argonaut's going to go wide open, empty backfield. Mitchell, passing formation. He's looking to his left. He wants to go deep. They're trying to get it all in chunks. Almost connected there to his intended receiver, number 4, Jacob Hartman, again the sophomore. I'm not sure. He was the intended receiver on the throw. I think he wanted to throw it to Tillery, but the ball couldn't quite get as far down the field as the receivers were, and almost completed there to the sophomore. Second down again. Mitchell, empty backfield. Underneath throw, incomplete. Number 4, Jacob Hartman, the intended receiver on that. It'll set up a 3rd down and 10.
Just an ugly throw right there.
You just can't throw everybody on a go route. I don't care what the time or the down and distance is. You got to work that underneath and hope for some yards after the catch, because you're just you're putting your quarterback, you're asking him to do something that he's not good at. And the chances of success in that are very, very small. Mitchell again from the empty backfield. See, having Todd that wide out to the right, I don't know. You're wasting him. Throws underneath, complete. It's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down.
Ooh, they're close. Yeah. Yep, they're calling it first down.
No, they're going to call it a 1st down. 1st and 10, just under 4 minutes left here. See, you look at him down here, there's no way he got to the 40-yard line.
No, I know.
And you had to get across the 40. Well, I don't know. I guess at this point they figure.
Let the boys play.
Just short of the 30. Mitchell again, empty backfield. Incomplete. A high throw, intended receiver Tillery. It just looked funny coming out of Mitchell's hand that time. So 2nd down and 10. The clock has hardly moved with all these incomplete passes. 3:28 left to go here. They started with a little over 4 minutes left to go, and they haven't even run off a minute here, and they've run 5 plays. Mitchell rolling now. He's in trouble. He's sacked. All the way back to the 20-yard line. Clock will continue to run. Just swallowed up by the middle rush there.
3rd and very long. Prevent defense looking like.
They've got to get all the way up to the 40-yard line for a 1st down. The ball sits at the 21. So 3rd down and 19 for the Mustangs. 2:48 and counting. Mitchell looking to his left. There he goes. Wants to go deep. Underthrown. He just can't get the ball out that far. So why you're asking him to continue to throw that pass when you know he can't do it just seems like I'm not sure. You're calling plays that you have 0 opportunities to complete. So 4th down, and Argonaut's going to go for it. 2:36 left to go here in the ball. No, they're going to punt. End over end kick dropped at the 45-yard line. Picked up, the ball's on the ground. Argonaut recovers.
Oh, wow. That's one way to do it.
Todden's got the ball.
Just a bobbled punt there, and then Padilla came in and put the hurt on him. Todden was right there to recover the ball.
So they fumble the punt, and Argonaut recovers and retains possession. They have it 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. 2:27 left to go. Mitchell wants to throw. Now he's forced out. He's rolling. He throws incomplete. Number 11, that's Dagan Tillery, the intended receiver on the play. That'll stop the clock and set up a 2nd down and 10 with 2:21 left to go in the contest.
And a a Mountain Merchant scoring update. 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. Calaveras was on the 2, went for it. On 4th down, no good. Amador just fumbled. Calaveras ball. Calaveras has the ball with 3 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. Still tied up.
Wow, they've got to have great field position, huh? Second down and 10 for the Mustangs. Mitchell wants to throw. He looks over the middle. Complete. Hit right away, but a nice catch right there up to about the 25-yard line. That was Henry Padilla. Hit right away. They're going to place the ball at the 25-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. The clock will stop as they move the chains. 2:15 left to go in the ball game. Now the clock runs. Argonaut hurries to the line. Nice throw that time by Mitchell to Padilla, cutting in the middle underneath. Those are the passes that you can complete. Mitchell wants to throw. Now he's being forced to his left. He's rolling. He's trying to direct traffic. Throws. Complete again. Nice job by number 4, Jacob Hartman, the sophomore. That'll be another first down for the Mustangs. See, now those are the passes that you have a chance. Throwing those go routes where you know Mitchell can't even reach his intended receiver just as a waste of time. Now there's going to be a timeout.
They're calling incompletion.
Oh, they're calling it incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like it was just in and out of Hartman's hands.
I just missed the replay that we had here. I thought he brought it out, but they're going to call it incomplete. So the ball will go back to the 25-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 10. They probably need to adjust that clock. Mitchell rolls to his right. He's in trouble. He's going to keep it. Gets across the 20-yard line. Gets the first down as he's knocked out of bounds inside the 15. It'll be a fresh set of downs for the Mustangs. 1:38 to go here.
Good block by Hartman there, giving him that first down.
Clock stops. That'll move the chains. They're going to place the ball at the 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 for Argonaut. 1:38 left to go here in the contest. Obviously, the game is already decided, but Argonaut looking to get one more score on the board, tighten it up a little bit. Mitchell again in the shotgun. He's looking to his left. He throws, comeback route complete to Tillery. Gets dragged out of bounds at about the 5. That's going to be short of the first down.
Good,
but it'll be second down. They're going to mark it at the 7. They say 6-yard line where they say he went out of bounds. So it'll be second down and 1.5, call it 2. Mitchell looking to his right. Now he's going to keep it. The 5 brought down. That's going to be a first down. That'll stop the clock. Stop the clock. There they go. Stopped it at 50 seconds left. The ball on the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal for Argonaut. Mitchell again. Clock's running. Empty backfield. He's looking to his left. Now he's rolling. He's in trouble. He's in trouble. Oh, it drugged down.
Face mask.
It looked like a face mask. There comes the flag. That'll be a personal foul. It'll stop the clock. That'll move it half the distance to the goal.
And a quick Mount Merchant scoring update. Touchdown Calaveras, 34-27. 1 minute and 34 seconds left in the game over at Frank Meyer Field.
Well, there goes my season predictions. I thought I was going to be able to call every single game this year in the Mother Lode League, and I just lost my first one because it looks like Calaveras is going to take their first league win. Amador is going to drop their first league contest. 1st and goal from the 2. Mitchell looking to his left. Throws complete. Number 11, Dagan Tillery, and now a bunch of flags afterwards.
Again, we just
2-yard touchdown. Mitchell to Tillery, but Laundry all over the field.
Can't do that. You already scored, dude. You've already showed him up. Why turn back around and push him? I mean, you scored on him. That's it. That's the end of the play. Turn around, go back to your boys, get back in the huddle, get your dap up. I mean, there's no need for that.
Personal foul. Again. Oh, they're going to call it both ways, so they will offset.
I still stand with what I said.
Well, I would agree with you. There's absolutely no reason for that. So Argonaut in to attempt the extra point. 34 seconds left to go in the contest. Argonaut with the score shortens the lead to 42-20, awaiting the extra point. The kick's up, and it's good. 34 seconds left. 42 Summerville, Argonaut 21. We're going to keep it right here for the last 34 seconds. Summerville going to go 2-0 in Mother Lode League play. Argonaut's going to fall to 0-2 in league play. 34 seconds remaining. Well, they
What do you think, Frank? Onside kick?
Why not?
Yeah, senior night.
I mean, why not?
Right.
I'm sure that Summerville's going to take a knee wherever they get the ball. Mm-hmm. So practice your onside kick. Why not?
Sure.
Just like the fake punt on your last word.
One practice day. One day of practice. One day of practice.
All right, so Argonaut's going to kick off from their 40-yard line. Summerville's got the good hand squad up front on the front line anticipating the onside kick. And they're going to kick it deep. Squib kick on the ground, fielded at the 19-yard line. They're just going to take a knee with 32 seconds left, and all they need to do is take one more knee, and this contest is going to be over. I hear them yelling in the stands, how about an onside kick? All right, so we're one play away. I think they're just going to call that the ball game as the officials are waving off both sides. Argonaut comes to the sideline. The clock runs, and that's going to do it. Your final score, the Summerville Bears 42, Argonaut Mustangs 21. We're going to be back with our Mark Twain Medical Center post-game wrap right after this.
Jackson Tire, located on Highway 49 in Jackson and Highway 88 in Pine Grove, is the place to go for your vehicle. Whether you need new tires or any auto service, Jackson Tire is a dealer you need to know. Visit them at jacksontire.net. That's Jackson Tire. You're listening to high school football action on the voice of the Gold Country, KVGC and KVGCradio.com. I'm going to break in here real quick and just bring you what's going on over at Calaveras High. Amador had the ball. Blankenheim dropped back. 47 seconds left to go. Blankenheim gets sacked, fumbles the ball. Calaveras recovers the ball. Calaveras takes it 34-27.
Wow.
Final score there. We are back here at Dan Barnett Field, home of the Argonaut Mustangs. Senior night tonight, the Argonaut Mustangs against the Summerville Bears. We are at our post-game show. Frank?
Well, Argonaut, they kept this one close early.
Yeah.
They played much better. We saw some good play in the first half. They started out not very good they started out real good as they got a Summerville fumble early on, and Padilla went 22 yards with 4:46 to go in the contest, and that was our Mellon Faze BG Lounge call of the game, and they took a 7-0 lead. Well, Summerville answered right back, starting at the 25-yard line, and they went down 75 yards. 66-yard touchdown run by Leverus with 40 seconds left to go in the quarter, and we were tied up after one at 7. Argonaut ended up having to punt on that possession. Summerville had to punt, so they're punts back and forth. Summerville got on the board again with a 63-yard drive, finished by a 2-yard run by Leveros with 1:13 left to go in the half. There weren't a lot of possessions as both teams just ran the clock, and at halftime, Summerville led 14-7. Argonaut got the opening kickoff, and a low snap went right between Mitchell's legs that gave Summerville the ball at the 6-yard line. Rogers took it in from 3 yards out with less than a minute and a half into the second half to take a 21-7 lead. Argonaut would then come back with a 60-yard drive of their own, a 7-yard touchdown run by Mitchell with 5:44 to shorten the lead to 21-14, but Summerville answered right back with a 69-yard drive. Leverus finished it off with a 1-yard run. 2:42 left to go in the third quarter, and that's how the third quarter ended, with Summerville leading 28-14. Argonaut had to punt. Summerville went on another 60-yard drive. Leverus again from 1 yard out, and with 8:31 took a commanding 35-14 lead. Argonaut then turned it over on downs. Summerville again on a nice 62-yard drive. Rogers took it in from 15 yards out for the touchdown. With 4:25 left, took their lead up to 42-14. Argonaut would get a late touchdown on a pass from Mitchell to Tillery with 34 seconds left in the ball game to squeeze the differential to 42-21, and that's how this game ended. I thought Argonaut played a lot better tonight. They looked like they played with some purpose, especially in the first half, and they just kind of ran out of steam and maybe got wore down a little bit in the second half.
I think from the very beginning, it was a great fight. They really put a great effort out there on the field, both sides of the ball. Of course, in that first half, Argonaut scoring with that very, very good run by Padilla. It's like they just lost the wind kind of went out the sails, and they just kind of let Summerville have it. I will say this, Frank, those backs for Summerville, all of those boys who ran the ball down there, they ran really hard. I mean, it was very hard for the Mustangs to take those guys down, especially number 6, of course, was Colton Cash from that fullback position. I mean, when he ran that trap play on the inside, he was getting about 4 or 5 yards every single gain, not to mention, Barajas on the outside just having so much speed. His return game, that was something I was very impressed with, was the fact that Barajas had so much turn of the field. He would kind of miss that first guy and just run all the way around the side and just get so many good gains on their punt returns, setting them up with great field position after. And I'll say this, Mitchell has a great leg. He does boot the ball down the field, but kind of all for naught at the end there.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Barajas in the first half. That speed around the edge really kind of hurt Argonaut. And then in the second half, they were more pounding the ball in the middle with Cash and Rogers eating up that clock. And they went on a little scoring barrage, scoring 3 touchdowns in the second half to take this one 42-21. But I will say, I think it was an improved Argonaut team tonight. I saw more effort than I've seen from this team in the past, and that's what you're looking for.
Right.
I just saw a little more want to tonight, especially in the first half. After they got down by 3 scores in the second half, they might have got wore out a little bit. The defense was on the field a lot in the second half. And they just kind of wore out. But, all in all, a better performance by Argonaut, even though they fall to 0-2. Summerville goes to 2-0 in league play. Surprising across the river where Calaveras, what I would call an upsets Amador. Amador falls to 0-1 in league. Calaveras moves to 1-1, of course, with Sonora being on a bye. Next week, our game is Summerville at Amador, so we'll get Summerville 2 weeks in a row. And, Amador, after coming off that game tonight, which I would think everybody thought they were going to win, now finds themselves in kind of a desperate situation, facing Summerville next week and then Sonora the week after that.
Right. Well, especially, too, Summerville beat Calaveras by a pretty good score,
yeah.
Correct? Yeah, so, it's going to be very interesting seeing how these teams move forward in the league. And, of course, the way the Motherlode League goes, it could go either way. I mean, there's a lot of these teams that are in the running. Sonora, of course, we kind of put Sonora in the league of their own. But, for these guys to be able to show up and put this kind of effort, especially for the Argonaut Mustangs tonight, to put this kind of effort against a Summerville team who has had, you said they came in averaging 40 points a game?
Yeah, they came in at 5-1, 1-0 in the league, and they have put up a lot of points to start this season. Matter of fact, I look back at my notes, they've averaged 42 points per game. They've scored 250 points coming into tonight and only allowed 85.
Right. And I think that that's a big testament to Argonaut, improving. It's that improvement
Well,
every week,
they did put up 42, their average
That's
tonight.
That's true. But still, still for the Mustangs to be able to, hold their own against them, especially at the beginning of this game, holding that 7-0 lead for the time that they did, it's that every week, get better every week mentality. And I think that the Mustangs have shown great improvement through this week.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think they showed better tonight, and so hopefully they'll keep improving on that. They have a non-league contest next week against Valley Christian. So our player of the game, our Jamba Juice player of the game, we're going to give that to the senior Henry Padilla. Good game on both sides of the ball tonight, and Henry Padilla, you're our Jamba Juice player of the game. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors, our pregame sponsor, Camps Propane, our game sponsors, Big Valley Ford, Jackson Tire, Armstrong & Son Construction, Glass Doctor, Tolman Associates, halftime sponsor, Conifer Communication, our postgame, Mark Twain Medical Center, our call of the game, of course, the Melon Phase and the BG Lounge, player of the game, Jamba Juice, and our scoring update, Mountain Merchant. So that'll do it. Frank Halverson, Joey Geedy, here at Dan Barnett Field, where the Argonaut Mustangs fall to the Summerville Bears 42-21. Of course, Mr. Bashir's here.
Come on in,
camera,
Carter.
doing a great job. Carter, get on the camera here, say hi to everybody.
Give a wave.
And of course, our technical engineer back in the studio, Jim Geedy. We appreciate you for listening. We appreciate you for watching wherever you are. That'll do it for us tonight, and we hope to see you next week. Good night, everyone.